We're going to take a look at radical review. Let's go ahead and make a tab like you normally do. I'm going to title it Radical Review. Alright, so even though we've done simplifying before, that's what we're going to start with. So we're going to take a look at simplifying. So how do you simplify radicals? So let's take a look at an example. Let's say we had 2 radical 40. Well, like you know before, you break down the inside of the radical. So you can divide by 2. It's going to be 2 times 20. Keep dividing by 2. 2 times 10. 2 times 5. That's going to be equal to, and now I'm going to rewrite that 40 as the prime factorization. So 2, 2, 2, 5. This is a listening check, calling the circle of 2's. Go ahead and copy this down as well. So first step is going to be to break it down. Second step, to rewrite the radical broken down, which we already have. Third step is going to be take out the books and immediately put them outside and cross them out on the inside. So take out books, put them outside and cross them out on the inside. Alright, so let's do that. I have a book of 2. So I'm going to immediately put it on the outside and cross it out. I don't have any other books, so I'm done. The final step is to combine the outside and combine the inside separately. So it's not together, separately. Outside by themselves and inside by themselves. So we have 2 times 2 on the outside, that's going to give us 4. And on the inside we have 2 times 5, which is going to give us 10. So it simplifies to 4 radical 10. Let's take a look at another example. Let's say we had 4 radical 108. Break 108 down. So divide by 2. You always check 2, 3, 5, 7, etc. Keep dividing by 2. I can't divide 27 by 2, so let me try 3. Divide 9 by 3, and I can't break it down anymore. Rewrite the radical breakdown. So 4, and then 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. Take out books and immediately put them outside and cross them out. So there's a book of 2. Cross out, put it outside. Book of 3. Cross out, put it outside. Nothing else. Alright, combine the outside. 3 times 2 is 6, times 4 is 24, and then combine the inside, which is just 3. Alright, go ahead and pause the video and copy that down. The listening check, put a smiley face by multiplying. Alright, so multiplying radicals. Take a look at example 3. This is really simple. All you have to do is multiply the numbers outside. So 5 times 4, those are the numbers outside. It's going to give me 20. And then multiply the numbers inside. So that's going to be 2 times 3, which is going to give me 6. And then can you take out books? So let's break it down. You follow the steps that we just did. That's going to be 2 and 3. Can I make a book with that? No. So this is it. I can't do anything else with that. So that final answer will be 20 radical 6. Let's take a look at another example. Let's say we had radical 3 times radical 12 times a half. All right, before I multiply the numbers outside, I'm just going to extend that line, the fraction bar. Multiply numbers outside, so it's just 1 outside. And then multiply numbers inside, 3 times 12, which is 36 over 2. Okay. Can I make books? So break down 36, divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 3. Rewrite it, broken down. So it's going to be 1 radical 2, 2, 3, 3. Okay, let's take out books and cross out. Take it out, put it outside, cross it out. Take out the 3, put it outside, cross it out. So what do I have? Combining outside, I have 3 times 2 times 1, which is 6. And I don't have anything on the inside over 2. But 6 divided by 2, or you can simplify that to even further to be 3. And that's pretty much it on multiplying. Dividing is the exact same thing, only instead of multiplying, you are dividing. So pause the video and copy that down. Alright, radical 38 divided by a half. Dividing, there are 2 ways you can do it. So this one we're going to keep, change, flip. So keep, then change, then flip. Flip it over, so that's going to be 2 over 1. Alright, then follow the steps for multiplying like we did before. So extend the fraction bar, multiply the outside with the outside, inside with the inside. So that's just going to be 2 radical 38 over 1, because there's nothing to multiply with. Alright, let's simplify. Can I break down 38? So I'm going to check, divide by 2, and I can't break down 19, so there are no books there. So I can only just simplify the outside. 2 divided by 1 is 2. And so that's my final answer. Alright, example 6, let's say we had radical 24 divided by radical 2 over 2. So again, keep, change, flip. So keep radical 24, change the division to multiplication, and then flip that. So it's going to be 2 on top and then radical 2 on the bottom. Then follow steps of multiplication. So extend the fraction bar, combine outside with outside. So there's nothing outside, so that's just going to be 2. And then radical 24 over radical 2. And you can do the same thing with dividing. Divide the numbers outside, divide the numbers inside. So there's no outside numbers, so it's going to be 2. And then you can do 24 divided by 2, which will give me radical 12. Check if you can make books. Always check if you can simplify. It's going to break down to 2, 2, and 3, which means I can make a book of 2. So make a book of 2, cross it out, put it outside. All right, combine the outside, which is going to be 4, and then what's left inside, radical 3. Sometimes with dividing, you're going to have to rationalize the denominator. And what that means is basically you cannot have a radical on the denominator. So rationalize means you cannot have a radical on the denominator. So I'm going to teach you how to get rid of it. It's really easy. This is a listening check. Color in cannot have a radical on the denominator. Alright, so all you're going to do is we can separate that to radical 5 over radical 3. And the first step you would need to do is multiply top and bottom by the radical on the denominator. So the radical I have on the denominator right now is radical 3. So I'm going to multiply top and bottom by radical 3. Right. Follow your multiplying rules. So multiply the inside, that's going to be 15, and that's going to be 9. So radical 15 over radical 9. Right, then always check, can you make books? Can you make books? That's how you simplify. So 15 breaks down to 5 times 3, and 9 breaks down to 3 times 3. I can make a book on the bottom one, right? So the top one's going to stay radical 15. On the bottom, I'm going to make a book of 3. Put it outside, nothing left inside. So now I have radical 15 over 3. And you see, I got rid of the radical. That's the whole point. That's what rationalizing means. Getting rid of the radical on the bottom because you can't have it in an answer. All right, let's take a look at another example. All right, so again, we can separate that radical into radical 9 over radical 5. Cannot have a radical on the bottom, so we need to rationalize it. We multiply top and bottom by the bottom. So that's going to give me radical 45 over radical 25. Multiply the insides. Alright, let's break it down. So that's 5 times 5. On the top, it's going to break down 9 times 5, and 9 breaks down to 3 times 3. So that's going to be 3, 3, 5 on the top, and 5, 5 on the bottom. Alright, let's take out books. There's a book of 3, cross it out, put it outside. Book of 5, cross it out, put it outside. Let's rewrite that. It's going to be 3 radical 5 over 5. See, there's nothing, no radical on the bottom. And then check, can I simplify 3 and 5? No. Right, final example. So again, separate the radicals so you can be write it as radical 5 or radical 4. So again, to get rid of that radical on the bottom, multiply top and bottom by that radical you're trying to get rid of. So radical 4 over radical 4. Multiply the inside, so that's going to give me radical 20. And on the bottom, radical 16, which breaks down to 5, 2, 2. And on the bottom, I already know the shortcut is going to give me just 4. Take out a book of 2, so now I have left over 2 radical 5 over 4. And then always check if you can simplify the outside numbers too. So I can simplify by 2, and that's going to give me radical 5 over 2. And that's pretty much it. So let's practice.